Hey friends, welcome back to another Notespirational Minute on Notespire Music TV. I hate to break it to you guys, but multitasking is a lie. What? How can that be? But that is the clear and bold statement that author Gary Keller makes in his book, The One Thing. In fact, Stanford University research showed that multitaskers were outperformed in every way by people who focused on a single task at a time. In fact, here are two quotes from this chapter in his book. To do two things at once is to do neither. Or how about this one? Multitasking is merely the opportunity to screw up more than one thing at a time. Now you might be thinking, how can that be? I'm constantly juggling projects and doing multiple things, and I'm really productive. In fact, I'm really skilled at being a multitasker. Well, the truth is, you're not truly doing two things at once. In fact, your brain is constantly switching back and forth and not really focused on any one thing at a time. In fact, even when you're walking and talking, your brain is split between channels, using two different sections of the brain to do those tasks at the same time. In fact, you might even notice that if you're in an important conversation, you might have to stop from time to time to deal with a certain issue before you start walking again. Or how about this example? You're driving your car and suddenly you realize, I'm lost, I don't know where I am, or I just missed my exit, and you turn down the radio? Why do we turn down the radio? What does it have to do with being lost? But our brain knows that even if it's subconsciously aware that the music is playing, that we need to focus now on where we are and what to do next. And so we inadvertently turn down the radio so that we can focus on the next thing. So what's the answer? How do we juggle all these different projects and get done all the things that we have to do? How do we live up to these super achievers in history, like people like Leonardo da Vinci, who were so prolific, so productive, and got so many things done in life? While you might think it's more productive to do so many different things at the same time to get them all done, you're actually losing valuable time and energy and focus because your brain has to reset each time you jump from one thing to the next. Even somebody like a Leonardo da Vinci, who has so many different projects going on at the same time, would block out his time, maybe spending 20 minutes working on the fine detail of a painting before stopping and moving to a sculpture or something else. This is a much more proficient and efficient way to do your work. Block out your time, focus on one thing, and work on that thing until you stop, give yourself a short break, and move on to the next thing. You will find out that you're going to be so much more productive, your focus and attention and energy is going to skyrocket, and you won't be scattered and diffused and distracted and divided between all these different things. Let's end with one more quote from Gary Keller's book, The One Thing. It says, be like a postage stamp and stick to one thing until you get there. Until next time, this has been a Notespirational Minute. We'll see you guys again.